Hello, Virgo. Welcome to you. I'm Marlo. If you're new, and if you're family, welcome back. Okay, my friend. If you resonate with this message, don't forget to tickle my like button, caress subscribe, and make sure you ring my bell for notifications and make sure that that notification is set to all. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot or whatever. And you can also find the link to the extended video and all my membership platforms in the description box below this video. So that was my new spiel. I hope you like it. First card out for my Virgos, we have the Four of Swords. So my Virgos are on your self-care kick or just kind of taking a step back to relax and to vibe, take care of yourself as you guys are coming in to the month of June. Oh, next card that we have is the Six of Cuppies. Man, why does that lemonade look so freaking delicious? I just reminded myself of the funny video that I did of the Zodiac signs as tarot readers. What I did for Virgo. I feel like I just reacted like, well, that freaking, damn it, that lemonade looks delicious. But anywho, you guys have the Six of Cups. So I feel like as you guys are kind of taking this step back, there's a tad bit of nostalgia in the building. So it may literally be, Virgo, coming into this month, you guys may be quite self-reflective, where you're taking care of yourself. You may be kind of taking a step back from other people, not necessarily like isolating yourself or anything like that. But I even get the vibe with this. Some of you guys may be going on vacation this month, but it's just more or less you guys coming back to center. You may have been doing a lot of crazy stuff, not like crazy, like bad stuff, but I mean like running around like a crazy person in May, because of course we know that's graduation time and like Mother's Day and things of the sort. So especially for all of my introverted Virgos out there, you guys may just be, kind of taking a step back to get clear energy, refocus, recenter yourself. But more or less during this time frame that you guys are doing this self-reflection, it's kind of causing you to think a little bit about the past. Now, depending on when you watch this, because Mercury goes direct on the 3rd of June. And of course, we're still going to be in like post-retro shade. The Six of Cups can also be speaking to, and I mean, hey, if you're an extra spiritual person, child, then you could have totally taken advantage of this Mercury retrograde. Because I always tell all of my members on my network to take this time as a time to self-reflect, like when you really should just be focusing on the decisions that you made since the last retrograde or in the last couple of months, and just kind of, seeing if that has worked for you, if there's, things you want to do differently, kind of thinking back on decisions that were made. So for some of you guys, it could also be that. And because I mean, yeah, if you do watch this in the first part of June, it's still going to be like post-retro shade, which means the energies are still influential. But whatever the case, I feel like you guys are kind of weighing your options or thinking back to times of the past, people from the past, which is totally normal for the retrograde time. I can't stop looking at that lemonade, dude. I don't know why it looks so damn delicious, but I'm so thirsty. Now, the next card that we have is the Nine of Cups. Makes total sense to me, because when we're looking at you guys kind of reflecting on the past, I feel like you guys are kind of doing something like a audit, if you will, not like a literal like tax audit or anything, but I feel like you guys are kind of auditing your life. This is interesting because, Virgo, gosh, I think I might get really excited because if you've been a subscriber of my channel for like years, right? There's been like this long going storyline with Virgos. And it's been me kind of telling you guys for years to do this, right? And just seeing, I need to just turn over all the cards, child, because if this is going where I think it's going, your friend Marlo is going to be like beyond excited. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn over all the cards. Okay, yes, we have the Sun in the reverse. All right. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. And then we have the Three of Swords reverse. Okay, so I love your reading, Virgo, and I am so proud and so happy of you guys. So anywho, so with this Nine of Cups in the reverse, putting it all together, yes, you guys are taking a step back. I really feel like this is something that's divinely guided. You know what I mean? Because if we were to talk about like what all of this is about, what it is that's coming up, what's on your mind, we're talking about the Sun in the reverse. And we're talking about this Nine of Cups. Seeing both of these together, specifically the Sun in the reverse, we're talking about half-hearted happiness, right? It's more or less, oh my God, Virgo, I love y'all right now. So sorry to interrupt you guys while you're listening to the show, but I wanted to tell you guys about our new partnership with BetterHelp. If you haven't heard of them, it's an online resource in which you can find your very own friendly local neighborhood therapist, no matter where you are in the world. You sign up, and within 24 hours, they match you with a therapist that's right for you. And you can talk to your counselor every week via phone or video chat. You can also text them between sessions. If you or someone you know has been considering therapy, get started today with BetterHelp. Now let's get back to the show. You listen to me, and I feel so special. Okay, so with the sun in the reverse, that's half-hearted happiness. And literally, I don't care how far you go back, child. You can go back to 2018 if you want to. But if you literally go back that far, last couple of months or whatever, the thing with my Virgos, it's been literally just this energy. It's been a half-hearted happiness that Virgos have been dealing with, where like in an external sense, everything in your life is like on par. Things are dope. You got, a good job. You may have a nice home, nice car, like things are great. But like behind the scenes of all of that, it's not really being truly happy and like fulfilled, right? So that's why I say half-hearted happiness, right? And it's more or less all of the messages, and especially with this being in accordance with this nine of cups, it's like it isn't what you want, it isn't fulfilling, you know what I mean? And I feel with this whole self-reflection, for some of you guys, like say if you're dating someone now, for some of you guys, this could be thinking back to a past person, that you dated. You know what I mean? And with the 10 of Pentacles falling underneath that, it's the potential of the relationship you're in now is less than stellar. And there may be someone that you dated past tense, and you're kind of like self-reflecting and thinking like, I thought I wasn't happy with this person, or I thought I'd be happier without this person. But now when I'm thinking back to it, you're kind of seeing it from a different perspective, because it's like I had that stability with them. I had that loyalty. I know that that person was always there for me type of deal. For others of you, this could literally be thinking back to like, your childhood or your parents or like your grandparents, or like summers that you spent with like an aunt or an uncle or grandparents or what have you. And you're just thinking about this stability and this security, or because my guides are giving me all kinds of scenarios, child. Others of you could be thinking maybe about a childhood friend and that lived in your neighborhood, or a friend whose house you used to spend the night at when you were a kid. And you're thinking about how that was your ideal. So I feel what this reflection all leads to, which I think this is beautiful, is you guys really taking a step back. You're looking at the full picture, which is that dyad that we've been talking about for some time, Virgo, where you've gotten the external stuff, shout out to my fellow earth sign. You've gotten the external stuff under control, but it's almost like in that process of building up this life that you want externally, it's kind of like what got lost in the process was you making sure that you were happy. You know what I mean? So it's having all of the external trappings, if you will, of life, but it's realizing, so we could literally use these two cards literally. When other people look at your life, they see this lighting, child. These cards are so light with this marble background. But when other people look at your life, there we go. When other people look at your life, they see this, right? They see you happy. They see this great life. Your life looks super dope, on the gram, like whatever, right? But on the inside, my Virgos are feeling like this, right? It's like, yeah, this is dope. I'm thankful. Like I have gratitude for everything that I have, but it's like personally, like on a deep level within myself, I'm not completely fulfilled. So this self-reflection you guys are doing, it's you realizing this, which is the secret ingredient. It's like realizing that you're not necessarily fulfilled and you want, more, you want that personal fulfillment, and there being something past tense that you guys can cling to as an ideal, like whether like all those examples that I gave, if it's like a past relationship, it's a city that you used to live in, or, a certain family dynamic, because all this would end up being is like an inspiration to you, or more or less like an end goal, if that's making sense. You know what I mean? So with this 3 of Swords in the reverse, this is more or less, and I can say this two ways. if there's something like, if I was talking about like, I really was talking about it, but if we were to use the example of like someone from the past, like you broke up with this person and now you're looking back and realize that you were really happy with this person. And, I feel like I need to give a disclaimer for that. Like, this isn't saying like, sneaky, cheating, lying, like, jerk type of person. But I mean, literally, if it was someone that you dated and say, they were going back to college or something like that. And this is, this is going to be an interesting example. If you guys were adults, right? And you're thinking like, I want to get married, I want to have babies, I want to purchase a home. And this person is like, oh, I want to go back to school, right? And that kind of threw you guys' life paths off because you were like in a position to where you were ready to settle down. But with this person going back to school, it just didn't match. You know what I mean? And you're like, okay, well, I'm going to let them go because we're not on the same page. But then you fast forward like some years later, and you see, your dating so far up to this point hasn't really been what you wanted. And now you're thinking back to this person and you're like, so there could be a potential where if it's on Virgo's end that you guys may go back and apologize. It may not even be that you even want to be with the person, because I mean, they are telling me so much stuff. Another thing with this, that's a quick little segue before I forget it, is this is even if somebody's like an AA, right? Like Alcoholics Anonymous, like even someone who's an AA, this would be like a person who's going through the steps. So, and this is where this is kind of segueing into the other example I was going to give, is there may be someone from your past that you've been thinking about that may actually come back around and apologize to you for things that they've done and ask for your forgiveness. And for some of you, this person would be an AA. Right. And that's like a part of their steps. You know what I mean? But on the other side of this, I would see this as just like a self-reconciliation. It's like how I always say with the Three of Swords, it's like your mind is attacking your heart. So it's almost like Virgo is vindicating themselves from like a standard that you held yourself to. And the reason why I'm excited about this, like I said, guys, this is something we've been talking about for years and years and years and years. And this is almost like what I know I have said in all of these Virgo soul sessions. It's like that coming full circle once and for all. It's like finally getting that aha moment when you guys took this step back and realized like, I don't really like this. I don't like this job. I don't really like this city. I don't really like this relationship. Like, this isn't really what I want, or this isn't what I want to do for a living. Like, I don't want this career. It's like I followed this path because I thought this is what I was supposed to do. But now that I'm really thinking back to it, I remember what I wanted to be when I grew up. I remembered, I never want to be married, or that I want to be married, or, whatever it is for you specifically. And this is more or less like a reconciliation within yourself, where these swords, or your mind that's been attacking your heart, it's like finally pulling these swords out. And the thing that I can tell you for sure, we're going to get more into this in you guys extended, but the thing I can tell you guys for sure is once you pull these swords out of your heart, this is what Virgo is looking at walking into. It's your truth. It's your happiness. It's what you deserve, my friend. So, my beautiful Virgos, that has been your June soul session. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going over to my network, Vimeo, Patreon, all the places to do you guys extended. So if you're about that life, follow me on over there. But if not, I still love your freaking face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends.